Hari Om, Bhagavad Gita, Moksha Sannyasa Yoga, chapter 18, verse 48. Yesterday we saw Swami Dayananda Saraswati's further explanations on this verse 48. In brief, as I said, he has given a long lecture on that, but I have shortened it to a maximum extent. So, I think the main, whatever Swamiji wanted to say, the main thing I have given. So there is some more. He goes deep into it. Shankara's objections and then his explanations for those objections. Those things I have not said. So I also said that those who are really interested should get into the book and then read every line. Every line is important. Every word is important. So that is what we saw yesterday. Today we will see Swami Chinmayananda Ji's explanation. Verse 48. Sagajam karma kaundeya sadosham sarvarambagi doshena dhumenagnirivavrutaga. Swami Chinmayananda says, Bhagwan Krishna's advice is general in nature and it is meant for all the people throughout the universe and for all times to come and in all situations. Even when the work that is ordained by the existing vasanas, that is sakacham karma, is full of evil, sadosham, one should not give it up. That is what Bhagwan Krishna says. Even if your work is defective or evil, one should not give up that work. Why? Bhagavan says all actions, all karmas, whether they be of the noblest sattvic type or the lowest type, tamasic type, they all spring from avidya or non-apprehension of truth. Hence, they contravene one's essential nature. Swami Chinmayananda says, even a person lost in contemplation is still at the ego level. That is in ignorance only. For he is still seeking the truth. If one has realized the supreme state, supreme truth, meditation is not necessary. Just as the difference is, Swami Chinmayananda says, attempt to sleep and sleep. Till the time you sleep, you make an attempt to sleep. You get down, you put your pillow, then you switch on the AC, or if it is winter, you cover yourself with blanket. All these are preparations for sleeping. Once you have slept, then nothing matters. Similarly, if one has reached that supreme state, then meditation is not necessary. It would be redundant. If one reads this verse, Swamiji says, superficially, then definitely he will misunderstand it. Swami Chinmayananda says, there is a ocean of difference between the meanings of phrases born with and born into. The term born with, that will solve the puzzle or confusion. Swamiji says, there are two forces that control and guide, define and determine our actions. One, the impulses brought forth by the pressure of mental temperaments within. That is one. Second, the pressure of our environments that tickles new temptations in ourselves, outside world. So one is internal, your own mental temperament. Another is external world of objects that brings you new temptations. One is to follow faithfully his subjective vasanas, even if they are defective. At the same time, one must courageously renounce all the demands that the objective world makes upon. So, external demands, external forces, you must not yield to it. The vasanas one is born with are to be lived through without ego and egocentric desire. While the vasanas creating atmosphere into which one is born into, it is not born with, it is into which one is born into, should not be allowed to contaminate one's personality. Swami Chinmayananda says Bhagwan Krishna is very careful in indicating that a spiritual seeker must constantly strive hard to stand apart from the shackling effects of the environments. According to Gita, man is the master of circumstances. To the extent he comes to assert this mastery, to that extent he is evolved. So we can judge ourselves based on this statement. Wonderful statement. According to Gita, man is the master of circumstances. To the extent he comes to assert this mastery, are you in control of circumstance or the situations are in control of you? To the extent he comes to assert his mastery over the circumstances, to that extent he is evolved. Every time I fail on this, every time, even though I read regularly Bhagavad Gita, when I check myself, I fail. It's a test. Bhagavan, every time he gives me a test. Once the chapter is over, he will give me a test. In that test, Bhagavan sees whether you have evolved. It is not. I fail. Then I realize, Array, Bhagavan said this, you should be master of circumstance. You failed. Okay, it's a process of learning. So, main theme of Gita, man should be master of circumstances. Swami Chinmayananda says the word aramba used in this verse, that is very important word. Sarvarambagi doshena. He says that aramba is a very important word. The Sanskrit word aramba means beginning. The same term was used in chapter 12, verse 16, where Bhagwan Krishna asked us, all of us, to renounce the sense of agency in activity. You think you are the doer. That is the mistake we are committing. That agency should be removed. When there is egocentric sense of self-arrogation, that is, I am the self, I am the doer, there is invariably creation of new vasanas. Therefore, it is full of defects. This defect is unavoidable as the appearance of smoke in fire. The more an oven is ventilated in the atmospheric air, the less smoky becomes the fire. You keep the oven in the open space, smoke will not affect you much. But if you keep it in a closed environment, in your own house, then the fire becomes, the smoke is heavy. Similarly, the more our inner nature is exposed with divine consciousness, the less will be the assert of ego. The more you attach yourself to Bhagavan Krishna, the more you see his play in all the activities, the less will be your ego. Therefore, no defects can pollute the actions. If there be an influx of wrong vasanas within, the earlier we exhaust them through action, without ego or egocentric desire of enjoying the fruits, the quicker we can unload the existing vasanas from our personality. This is what Swami Chinmayananda says. I think I can give for easy understanding my view, for easy understanding of this verse. So the the beautiful meaning of this verse has been given by Swami Dayananda Saraswati and Swami Chinmayananda. But I want to understand it in a common man, in a layman's parlance. So my view, the proverb is the grass is always greener on the other side. This is the proverb, English proverb which we always use. We often think the other situations are always better than our own, not knowing how much trouble the other fellow is under. This is our problem. Everyone's problem. Everyone thinks the other fellow is better. I don't know how this is happening, but this is happening for all. That is why the proverb is the grass is always greener on the other side. For simple example, I am a lawyer. I always thought that a doctor's job is better than my job. I have to get a client first of all. In case if I get a client, then I have to dictate pages after pages, read pages after pages, go to the court. Court, you have to wait till the entire day. You have to wait. If at all it reaches, then you can argue. Then when you argue, judge may not accept. He will dismiss your case. Suppose if the judge allows the case, client will disappear. He will not pay the fee. So I was always thinking, what a stupid job I have, stupid profession I have chosen. So doctor's job is the best job. Just to come in the morning, open the clinic at 11 o'clock after having lunch at home. Simply prescribe the medicines based on advertisements. Don't take any risky thing. Don't take operation, this thing, that thing, etc. Simply sit with a stethoscope in your clinic. Appoint one clerk. So you sit in a room, clerk. So common disease only you deal. You need not have to study, in fact, medicine. MBBS also not necessary. Whatever book you have studied, you can throw it away. Because nowadays you have to see only TV. So cold, somebody will come for 100%. Somebody will come for cold. Prescribe Vicks. Headache means Saritam. Fever means Dolo 650. Stomach trouble means Digene. Or some normal these things are sachets are coming that you can prescribe. Cough means Benadryl. So daily 10 patients. Each patient charge minimum 1000 rupees. So 10,000 rupees. So multiply by 30. So finish. What else you need? Within 1 hour you can finish and go off to your home and enjoy the life or go on a tour or etc. etc. This is what I was thinking. So my conclusion was doctor's job is the best job. Other day I was reading a newspaper. A doctor was stabbed multiple times for not attending a patient properly. It has come in newspaper. You can also see regularly this is happening everywhere, whether it is UP, whether it is Madras, anywhere. Why he is stabbed? Because in his opinion, doctor did not attend his mother properly. So he stabbed the doctor multiple times. Now, doctor's job looked rosy for me. But the difficulties of his job, it was covered with smoke. I did not know at that time. Somebody will come and stab because he was thinking that the doctor was not attending the patient properly. So that is why all karmas will have its own difficulties. Like the smoke covers the fire, we see only the smoke, but not the troubles of each one. Generally, we used to say he is under fire. He is fired. He is under fire. That means his job is creating a lot of troubles. Similarly, Arjuna was wanting to shift his karma from that of Kshatriya to sannyasi, not knowing that a sannyasi's life is much more difficult than his present life, Kshatriya's life. That is why Bhagwan said, by shifting your job, by changing your job, you cannot achieve anything. You are thinking sannyasi's job is easy, but that is covered by smoke. That is a fire underneath it. This is what I understand. It's a uh, simple way of understanding this verse. The It may not reflect the real meaning, real purport, because it really uh, uh, what has been said by Bhagwan has been already given by Swami Chinmayananda and Swami Dayananda Saraswati. I just try to explain a little more on this. That's it. So in this verse, Bhagavan Krishna says, one should not abandon his duty with which he is born, though defective, because all duties are covered by defects like fire with smoke. This is what Bhagavan Krishna said. Verse 48 again. Sagajam karma kaundeya sadosham sarvarambagi doshena dhumena. Next verse we'll see tomorrow. Harihom Sarvam Krishnarpanamastu. Narayan 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 Narayan